We are Hudson.
Hudson Schools, Hudson Strong.
Check out the Credit Recovery Program after school.
The Credit Recovery Program, where students who need an extra push or support can work on making up assignments and get help directly from teachers. Hudson High will be offering the Credit Recovery Program for the remainder of the school year.
Hudson Schools, Hudson Strong.
We're Hudson Schools, we're Hudson Strong.
And the Blue Hawks are busting through that tunnel, and here they come. And it's so nice that fans can attend. Not as many as you'd like here at the Blue Hawk Sports Complex, or any sports complex for that matter for high schools, but each player gets to have two of their parents or two friends, whatever the case may be, have to come in with a pass, but two people can come in per player with the ball and three defenses. So not on the young man's plate, but he's been able to show enough for the coaches in practice to become a starter.
Yeah, before the game, you talked to their head coach. I could see in his voice.
And we are underway. Kickoff coming to Isaiah Hayden at the 17. Hayden across the 30, out to near the 35-yard line where Mike Green, Jeremiah Wilburn, Casey Moore, Isaiah Maines out there as well as far as the skill position goes. Handoff goes to Mike Green. Green has some running room across midfield down to about the
for a long time.
Yeah, that's Brody Montgomery, remember the name. Romano looking to throw now, has time, has a man over the middle, and is complete to Zach Bernacki across the 35-yard line. First down, Hudson. Romano in the gun, gives it up to Jeremiah Wilburn going the other way. He's got the first down and then some, tripped up, stumbled right about the 17-yard line, so a pickup of Romano looking left, has a man out there wide open, touchdown Hudson. Isaiah Maines had about, 5 or 6 yards on his man, a couple of steps, and he was alone in the end zone and hauled in the pass. Nice job by Romano to recognize, too, how open he was and hit his man in stride. Casey Moore will try the point after kick with Hunter DeGraff, the holder. Kick splits the up. Formation in the backfield. And the give is to Isaiah Maines, and he squirts through the middle, cuts it to the outside, has a big gainer across the 35-yard line, and pushed out of bounds across that 35-yard line.
We are Hudson.
Hudson Schools, Hudson Strong.
Check out the Credit Recovery Program after school.
The Credit Recovery Program, where students who need an extra push or support can work on making up assignments and get help directly from teachers. Hudson High will be offering the Credit Recovery Program for the remainder of the school year.
Hudson Schools, Hudson Strong.
We're Hudson Schools, we're Hudson Strong.
How much time is left? Yeah, it's almost like you have to guess. It's about 6 minutes left. Actually, the clock reads 8.6 seconds left in the first quarter. As Romano looks to throw, looking left, has a man out there. Casey Moore hauls it in at the 17-yard line and goes into the end zone untouched. Romano to Moore for a 45-yard touchdown pass for the Blue Hawks.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Players that took some time and just penalties, delay a game, things like that. Things that you'll see in any first game, but especially when you've only had a couple of weeks of practice. Here's Bernacki with a big hole up the middle across the 35-yard line. Finally knocked out of bounds inside the 30-yard line by Marcus Henry. But a big hole up the middle. Wilburn to the right. Motion man this time is Isaiah Maines. He'll take the handoff and get up across the 25-yard line. Good downfield blocking, cuts it back inside, takes it inside the 10 down to about the 7-yard line. So about a 23-yard pick. 30?
I think they're 30. You would think give a little more time to these young fellas.
Bernacki with, again, a big hole up the middle, cut it to the right, and take it in for a touchdown. Hudson's third of the game and the first rushing touchdown of the season. So a 7-yard touchdown run up the middle and then off.
Sports, you gotta refocus and keep your composure.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Romano dropped the snap, but picks it up and now has miles of green space in front of him. Still on his feet, he's going to take it all the way for a touchdown run of 65 yards. There is a penalty flag, though, so hold everything. There's Wilburn in motion, the inside handoff now to Zach Bernacki, and he's got a lot of running room up the middle. Across the midfield stripe, and finally tripped up I have too, some of the great players that have come through Hudson through the years. 1st and 10. Romano rifles a pass over the middle, complete to Isaiah Maines down inside the 15-yard line. 37 seconds, how about that? Line. 31 seconds left. Romano sets up in the pocket, swing it this side to Mike Green. One-on-one, I'll take Mike Green every time in that situation. And he'll twist and turn his way into the end zone for a touchdown. How about that effort from Mike Green?
Yeah, that was beautiful. He got over there one-on-one with a defensive back, and he wasn't going to be denied.
Nice kick by Rogers. Coming down right around the 15 into the arms of Isaiah Maines. Maines across the 30-yard line. Turning on the Jets. Still on his feet across the 50-yard line. And he could go all the way. And how about that as a start to the second half of play? 85 yards unofficially on the return from Isaiah Maines. Nothing Hudson. Fisher looks to throw over the middle, has a man out there, but it's picked off by Isaiah Maines at the 42. Maines still on his feet and finally knocked out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Especially when you're playing a bigger school and you are so young. As I mentioned, almost half of this team is made up of freshmen and sophomores. And those freshmen and sophomores are on the team not because they're desperate for numbers, but because they belong there, because they're of quality, varsity quality. Here's another toss, and it's going to be a safety in the end zone. Brandon Alexander. Alexander coming up with the safety, the tackle in the end zone. So nothing is status quo this year when it comes to high school sports. Here's a toss sweep to Ely, cutting to the outside. Has some running room inside the 5, and he'll take it in for the touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run by sophomore Kelly Ely, his first varsity touchdown, and it comes with Hudson up 30. Shabalak dotting the I in the I formation. In front of him is Brock Saunders, normally the center, so he'll be doing some blocking. Check that. He'll be doing some running as Saunders takes the handoff and bowls his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Saunders with the 6, and Hudson is up now 50-0.
Yeah, with a parentheses around bold. He really did.
He received the punt from Leo. Pretty good kick. Maines takes it on one bounce, back around the 30-yard line. Goes up the middle of the field, cuts it to the outside, still on his feet across the 40-yard line. A flag is down, so this one will be coming back. Isaiah finally knocked off his...
We are Hudson.
Hudson Schools, Hudson Strong.
Check out the Credit Recovery Program after school.
The Credit Recovery Program, where students who need an extra push or support can work on making up assignments and get help directly from teachers. Hudson High will be offering the Credit Recovery Program for the remainder of the school year.
Hudson Schools, Hudson Strong.
We're Hudson Schools, we're Hudson Strong.